Life is short, yet most people spend their days as if they have infinite time. The average human lifespan is about 30,000 days, and if you are 30 years old, more than 11,000 of those days are already gone. Someday is a deceptive word that convinces you there will always be more time. In the next few minutes, you will learn practical strategies to turn limited time into a meaningful life. These strategies go beyond basic time management. They reshape how you think, choose, and live. Your brain tracks time by logging new experiences, which is why childhood felt slow and routine. Adulthood feels fast. Days blur when everything looks the same. So add deliberate novelty to force your brain to record fresh memories. Take a new route to work, learn a skill you have never tried, or talk with someone outside your circle. Each act stretches perceived time. You routinely overestimate what you can finish today and underestimate what you can accomplish in a focused year. Plan goals on a yearly horizon, break them into small daily actions, and trust compound effort to bridge the gap. Use boredom as a signal that your mind craves new stimuli. Then schedule micro-adventures to keep life vivid. A handful of intentional first-time experiences each month is enough to slow time and make your days feel abundant. Busyness masquerades as productivity, but only a few tasks truly move your life forward. Apply the deathbed test. Will this matter when you are 90? To filter out low-value obligations, write every goal on paper, circle the top 3, and treat everything else as an explicit avoid list. Guard deep work blocks by silencing notifications and batching shallow tasks to prevent attention leaks. Say, "Let me think," before accepting invitations, giving yourself time to check alignment with core priorities. Perfectionism often hides procrastination. A good project on time beats a flawless one delivered late. Conduct a 5-minute nightly audit to flag actions that advanced your main goals and identify distractions to cut tomorrow. Time, not money, is your greatest asset in your 20s, because compound interest multiplies small, consistent investments into massive future gain. Automate savings and investing so good behavior happens without willpower, and track every dollar to align spending with what you truly value. Focus on financial literacy, books, podcasts, and courses, because understanding money gives you choices that raw income alone cannot provide. Live below your means to build margin. Lifestyle inflation traps people in high-paying jobs that rob their freedom. Eliminate high-interest debt quickly, because interest working against you cancels the power of interest working for you. Invest in diversified low-fee index funds and let time do the heavy lifting instead of chasing hot tips that promise quick riches. Financial freedom is not about owning the most. It is about needing the least to feel secure, giving you power to pursue meaningful work and experiences. Energy is the real currency of life, because 8 high-energy hours outperform 12 exhausted ones. Sleep is non-negotiable. Missing it degrades decision-making as badly as mild intoxication, sabotaging every goal. Build micro-workouts into your day. Push-ups, brisk walks, quick stretches, since frequent movement keeps metabolism and mood high without huge time blocks. Prioritize whole foods, hydration, and sunlight, because basic inputs outperform fad diets and expensive supplements. Treat stress like physical weight. Process it through meditation, journaling, or therapy before it breaks something important. Remember that physical activity sparks mental clarity. Move your body whenever you feel stuck to unlock solutions faster. Healthy habits compound just like money, turning small daily choices into decades of extra vitality and productivity. Optimize early career moves for learning rather than money, because skills harvested now compound into far greater earnings later. Treat your path like a jungle gym, not a ladder. Sideways or diagonal moves create unique skill combinations that make you irreplaceable. Step one notch outside your comfort zone into the adjacent possible. Growth lives where familiarity ends and curiosity begins. Beware of career quicksand, roles that feel safe but stunt development, since comfort today can cost opportunities tomorrow. Productive procrastination can reveal hidden passions. The tasks you escape to often signal work that truly excites you. Build a network before you need it by offering value and connecting others. Turning relationships into career optionality. Align work with personal values to avoid golden handcuff traps. Ensuring your professional life fuels purpose instead of draining it. Teaching immediately after learning, the teacher effect, locks new knowledge in your brain by forcing deeper understanding. Read biographies to compress decades of real-world lessons into hours. Skipping mistakes others already paid for. Practice deliberate amateurism by staying intentionally bad at non-essential skills. Novelty keeps your brain flexible and ego humble. Constraints such as limited time or budget spark creativity, proving that boundaries can amplify, not restrict, growth. Set quarterly learning goals and schedule daily micro-sessions because steady input beats binge and forget study marathons. Strategic quitting is smart. Abandon pursuits that no longer serve you to free resources for higher leverage learning. Curiosity compounded over years becomes an unfair advantage, turning continuous learners into perpetual opportunity magnets. Emotions are biochemical storms that peak for about 90 seconds. And anything after that is a choice to keep feeding the feeling. You cannot stop the first wave of anger or fear, but you can decide whether to surf it calmly or let it drown your judgment. Staying composed under pressure earns more trust and influence than raw IQ, making emotional regulation a true career accelerator. Strategic vulnerability, sharing the right amount at the right moment, creates deeper bonds than projecting flawless perfection. Avoiding difficult conversations compounds emotional debt, so tackle small issues early before they inflate into crises. Expressed gratitude is emotional wealth. Unspoken appreciation helps no one and withers like unused currency. Mastering your emotional responses turns chaos into opportunity, giving you a superpower that outperforms talent when life gets messy. Money buys time freedom only when lifestyle inflation is kept in check, so resist letting expenses rise with every pay raise. Calculate your true hourly rate by factoring in overtime, commute, and stress. You may discover that a smaller salary with more autonomy is richer in real terms. Buy experiences because they appreciate in memory, and rent or share status objects that quickly lose novelty and value. Build financial margin, living below your means, to create space for unexpected opportunities and safety against inevitable setbacks. Diversify income streams early through skills, side projects, or investments, turning single-source dependence into multi-source security. Regularly audit subscriptions, habits, and big-ticket plans to ensure every dollar still aligns with your current priorities. Remember that wealth is measured not by what you display, but by the flexibility and peace you quietly enjoy. Creativity operates like a faucet. Rusty water must flow first. So embrace bad ideas to clear the pipes for good ones. Constraints ignite imagination. Unlimited options overwhelm, but clear boundaries focus the mind on inventive solutions. Separate ideation from evaluation by drafting freely, then judging later, because simultaneous creation and critique stalls progress. Document every iteration so your brain sees tangible growth, turning early failures into proof of improvement rather than shame. Combine unlikely skills. Coding with storytelling, design with psychology, because originality emerges at the intersection of diverse domains. Schedule regular creativity sprints, treating them like workouts. Consistency builds creative muscle stronger than sporadic inspiration. View your surroundings as raw material and your curiosity as fuel, transforming ordinary moments into sparks for extraordinary ideas. Energy is the true bottleneck of performance, because empty hours are useless without the vitality to fill them. Audit your day to identify activities, foods, and people that boost energy and eliminate or reduce the known drain. Design your environment so good choices are automatic, healthy snacks visible, phone chargers far from the bed, workspace free of clutter. Limit decision fatigue by standardizing low-impact choices like breakfast and wardrobe, preserving willpower for tasks that matter. Recovery multiplies productivity. Brief walks, power naps, and mindful breathing reset the nervous system and extend your effective work window. Practice strategic incompetence by declining tasks outside your strengths, protecting energy for work only you can do. Remember that energy, not time, determines how much life you can fit into each day. Protect it like your most valuable asset. Who you know amplifies what you know, because opportunities travel fastest through trusted relationships. Authentic networking is about giving, not taking. Connect people, share resources, and offer help before requesting any. Strong ties provide support, while weak ties deliver fresh ideas and unexpected openings. So nurture both intentionally. Friendship strength follows the formula of time plus vulnerability plus shared experience. You cannot shortcut any of these elements. Send quick check-in messages, celebrate others' achievements, and remember small details. These micro-gestures compound into deep trust. Host small gatherings where your circles overlap, because introducing valuable people to each other multiplies your collective potential. Build community before you need it. When crisis or opportunity arrives, a well-tended network becomes an immediate safety net and launchpad. Mental models are shortcuts that help you interpret reality quickly, but each one hides blind spots that can mislead decisions. Second-order thinking, asking what happens after the first obvious result, reveals consequences that surface logic misses. Use multiple models from different disciplines, because relying on one perspective turns every problem into a nail for your single hammer. Practice inversion by asking, how could I cause the opposite of what I want? Preventing problems is often easier than solving them. Translate facts into patterns. Knowledge says tomatoes are fruit. Understanding says don't put them in fruit salad. Regularly update your mental maps because the territory of life changes faster than outdated assumptions. Smart choices come from questioning your own certainty and adjusting models as new information arrives. Life is a portfolio of experiments, not a single master plan. So run small tests to see what truly fits before committing. Thinking cannot replace doing. Reality responds only to actions, and feedback refines direction better than endless analysis. Tiny 5-minute changes, like a new morning ritual or evening shutdown, create momentum for larger transformations. Define personal metrics of success such as freedom, growth, or service, instead of outsourcing meaning to society's scoreboard of money and status. Schedule monthly life reviews to spot drift early, course correct, and celebrate progress that daily hustle hides. Design environments that reinforce desired behaviors. The easiest path should lead toward your goals, not away from them. Treat your life like an evolving prototype, iterating constantly until it aligns with who you are and who you want to become. Life is not about finding extra hours. It is about using the hours you already have for what truly matters. Each chapter, time perception, priorities, relationships, career, health, learning, independence, courage, habits, long-term thinking, energy, social capital, mental models, and life design, acts like a separate gear. When the gears mesh, they turn limited time into a meaningful life, where every day compounds into a richer future. Select one principle that resonated with you today and put it into action before the day ends. Small moves made consistently beat grand intentions postponed indefinitely. Your days become your habits become your years, and your years become your life story. Write a story worth rereading by starting now, because someday is not a date on the calendar, and time will not wait.